Going?
This session is not a real session, and it is for student purposes only. We are going to be doing some role playing today. So, Grandma, where would you like to start? I know that during the intake process you talked about how when you ask him to do things, he is very apprehensive and doesn't want to do anything unless it's on his time frame. So, could you give me a little more information about that?
Well, you have summed that up pretty well. He is not only apprehensive, he is sometimes very volatile in that he may express himself in terms of he hates this family, he wishes he wasn't a part of it, or that he wasn't ever born into this family.
Okay.
So that is the extreme of to apprehensive or saying, I will do it, but in a minute.
Okay.
So
essentially on his time frame, right?
yes.
Okay. Ethan?
Yes.
Huh?
I guess that's right.
Yes, that's right. So here's what I would like to do, okay? We're gonna, have you ever watched the movie like Freaky Friday where people change places?
Nope.
You've never seen that movie? Okay, Grandma has. Okay, so essentially what's gonna happen is you guys are gonna trade places, okay? She's gonna be you, and you're gonna be her. Okay? So, give me
Something I would say that would cause you to be frustrated.
I want you to act it out. I want you to pretend to be her with the attitude and everything. How you perceive her attitude.
Go do the dishes now.
No, I am not finished with this game. I will do it when I'm done.
You'll do it now.
No, I won't. I'll do it when I'm done. Leave me alone.
She usually just walks away.
Okay? So you just walk away.
Yes. There recently, though, I have seen that, demanding it be done now. I have tried to write notes or say, okay, here's a timer, let's get it done before 3:30 or 4 o'clock or something. His mother has been doing that for a while, writing him notes and saying this needs to be done before you go to bed or before 4 o'clock if it's on a Sunday.
Okay. So, Ethan, would you say that Grandma's her perception of how you respond to her asking you to do the dishes is an accurate perception?
I usually find it pretty annoying when I'm being asked like 10 times.
Okay. However, that wasn't my question.
Well, that's
How
how I see it.
Okay. How does it make you feel that this is how your attitude is perceived within the family unit?
I don't get.
You
I don't get that.
Okay, so Grandma expressed it with great assertiveness, pretty much saying, I'm not going to do this until I'm ready to do it. I'm going to do it on my terms. Was that an accurate perception?
Oh, yeah.
It was? Okay. So it doesn't bother you that this is how people perceive you?
Well, I'm just trying to finish something up, and then I'm gonna do it. It's not my fault it takes so long.
Okay.
Because I want to win. They want to win.
Okay. So let's try this in a different way. How Grandma would like to have you respond when she asks you to do something. So, your grandma again.
you need to do your homework. Or do you have any homework?
Yes, I have homework. I've got a timer. I'm going to start it in 10 minutes.
Okay. So, Grandma, is that the same tone that you would like for him to have, or would you like for him to have a different tone?
Well, certainly, I would like for him to have a different tone.
But simply the fact that he says, I have a timer and I'm going to do it at this specific time when the timer goes off. You're okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. So, is that what you do?
Yeah.
There have been times when he has.
Okay.
Usually I do it.
So what about the dishes? Let's go back to the dishes because that one seems to be a big one, doing household chores.
It's just annoying.
Ask her.
I used to do all
Your
the
grandma. Ask grandma to do the. Ask Ethan to do the chores again.
Do the chores.
Okay. Let me finish this up, and I will get off and get them done.
Okay. So do you see how this Ethan's response is completely different from the real Ethan's response?
I guess.
How do you normally respond when you're asked to do the dishes?
Annoyed.
Annoyed? So that would be the first.
I used to do all the dishes. I don't see why. My sister can't do them.
And how old is your sister?
9.
9. Okay, so you don't feel that she's a little young to be playing with knives?
She chops stuff up with knives. She cooks.
Oh, she does cook? Okay. So, okay. But do you see the difference in the tone and how it would be more receptive whenever you're asking?
Because we're not concerned with Jane. We're just asking you.
So, based on your grandmother's perception of what she feels when she asks you to do something, how do you think you can modify your behavior?
Ask or say it in a less harsh tone.
Okay. What else? You don't know how you could do this? So did you hear her say, the timer?
Oh, yeah.
So do you think setting a timer and say, okay, I'm going to play one more round of this game would be helpful?
Well, one more round could last up to an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
And they would have asked me like 10 more times about it.
Okay. So
We have not ever asked you over and over and over and over.
No, that y'all have. Like this summer. Never mind, y'all don't care. Can we just move on?
So that's a perception that we ask this over and over and over. Because I know I would never walk back and back and forth and say, do the dishes, do the dishes, do the dishes.
It's when you walk past.
Do me a favor, Ethan. Role play that out for me. Show me how she would ask you over and over and over to do the dishes. Or to do your chores.
She'd just repeatedly ask them.
How?
So, you say,
do the dishes.
no, not right now.
And then she just get harsher and harsher. It builds its way up.
Okay.
Do the dishes.
I'm not going to stop right now.
Do the dishes.
Why? Why do you keep asking me this? I'm not going to stop.
Just keeps going.
Okay. All right. Okay. I can see that. I have done that before. All right.
So when you ask him to do the dishes, but he won't do that, what's going through your mind?
Uh, it's a mutual rising of frustration.
Okay.
My inability to get him to do anything, and his inability to make me hush.
Okay. So, Ethan, what's going on in your mind when she's constantly asking you to do the dishes, but you're too engulfed in your games or your online computer world to go ahead and just do the dishes and be done with it? So you don't have to hear her say that over and over and over.
If I leave the game, I'll get banned for a while. Because you just can't leave. It's rude.
Because you play in teams.
And that makes your team lose.
Okay. So, don't y'all have like headsets and stuff that you guys talk through?
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
so.
an AFK timer.
Huh?
An AFK timer.
Okay, so you have this headset where you can talk to your friends, and so when that particular game is over, can you, by any chance, say, "Hey guys, I've got to go do some chores. Can we maybe take a 30-minute break?"
I've done that before.
You've done that before, so how many times would that help you to be able to get it all done? So that you don't have to hear her say 100 times to do the chores.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I usually just stop after that much and do them. It just takes a while.
Okay. So what I would like for you to do is tell me what a positive resolution is for you to be able to not have grandma constantly nagging you about the dishes. Because I know you're a teenage boy and you like living your own little world and you got your things, your fantasy world there, so.
Moving the computer to mine.
Then she's gonna come to your room.
Well,
So do you ever have time where you're like completely unplugged from the electronics?
school.
School? But you have your phone with you at school?
I'm not allowed to get on it. Sometimes.
Well, you're not supposed to get on it.
Like during tests, it's really the only time teachers don't really care.
But what I would like is
They
a
don't
positive.
really care.
I would like a positive resolution from you on how you can do your chores without grandma nagging you. Just one positive resolution. Something that you can do.
Do them when I'm done.
When you're done. So if you get done at 10 o'clock at night, you're gonna go do the dishes.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
Then later, I've done the dishes.
There have been some times.
Sometimes I forget. It's like really late.
Okay. It's really late. Okay. So, but does he do them, or does he just haphazardly do them?
He does.
Okay. So.
Oh, he surprises the hell out of me. Sorry.
He does do them. So when he does do them, do you do anything to let him know that you acknowledge the fact that he did them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually say, I really appreciate you getting those done.
Okay.
Mom had you do a bunch of dusting the other day, and while you were doing it, I at least thought about saying, he was doing it really fast. He did a good job for the most part. Because his mom said, if you do it half-assed, then you're going to